It's week 5 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's 4th in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Jags and the Colts coming up next.
Duval County, here in Florida. On the banks of the St. Johns River, we look inside Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, wild first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September. You're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to...
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his 2nd year in the NFL out of Florida.
He's coming off one of those games, Mike, where he just wasn't good enough. I mean, he wasn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. He was good at times. He just wasn't good enough times. And I think when you're playing the quarterback position and all of the focus is on you, your play has such a direct correlation between wins and losses that when you don't play your best, the magnifying glass is on you. So he needs to bounce back this week. He needs to be more productive in the passing game, generate more big plays, and then eliminate the turnovers. He cannot continue to throw the ball to the other team. You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
A gain there of 10 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. They're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
That's the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. He's got his tight end, Granson.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
On the ground for the first time, here comes Jonathan Taylor. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. He is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indy. That his first touchdown this year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Keelan Robinson to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Jacksonville comes out with the former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback, 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find the rookie from LSU, Brian Thomas. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice play here by Thomas, and I think the biggest thing that he does, Mike, is his ability to get vertical, track the ball, and then go up and compete at the highest point. And I can tell you, when quarterbacks can throw that ball anywhere on the field and just feel like their guy is going to come down with it, they don't have to be necessarily as accurate. They don't have to necessarily always be perfect. The wide receiver allows a much larger margin for error, and it's a big reason why he led college football last year in touchdowns.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
It is 3rd and 10. They put Strange in motion. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
Whoa, things are getting tougher. It's now 3rd and 15. Now here's Lawrence. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Colts offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That one into the hands of Downs. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. From the gun, Richardson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. So after 1, it's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. On second down, Richardson. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Josh Downs. Touchdown, Colts. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
The kick is good. Makes the score Colts 14, Jaguars nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready for their second possession. Before this next drive gets started, I want to tell you what's coming up in primetime here in Week 5. First week of October. Starts tonight with Sunday Night Football. Memories of the 70s sure to come to mind as the Cowboys and Steelers meet. It's in Pittsburgh at 8:20 Eastern. Followed tomorrow by Monday Night Football. It's the Saints against the champion Chiefs at Arrowhead. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Third down and 9. To throw is Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Quiddy Pay bursting through to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Tyson Campbell there to make the tackle. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Catch made, that's Pittman. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They'll go play action. It's Rick. That's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football at their own 40.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Second down and 8.
42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Down the sideline, past the 45. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
To the right side, and Kurt's got it.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down, Lawrence. And this one is picked off. It's Juju Brents. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Throwing on second down, Richardson. That one complete to Pierce. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Here's Richardson. And that ball incomplete over the middle. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one. And that will lead to a second down. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Richardson will give it to Taylor. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Richardson gonna look to throw. That one incomplete. They can't hook up there, and that incompletion takes us to the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Now Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down throw for Richardson. Checking it down. This one is caught. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Looking to throw. Richardson. To the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Jaguars offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. To throw is Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. This one complete right side. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. There's that man again. Another catch. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Colts are on top as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin out in the windy city of Chicago, where you see the final score there. Adam Thielen, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We saw former rushing champ Jonathan Taylor be a big-time factor in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break.
Pretty interesting.
But I wouldn't call this one over just yet.
If any
I
strategy
think there could still be some fireworks
for the next 30
yet to
minutes
come.
or more as this second half gets underway. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Jags offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Zaire Franklin that time there for the tackle. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He locates the big tight end, DeGuara. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That's good for Jaguars. First down.
Davis going in motion.
At the 26-yard line.
On first down, Lawrence. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. There's Trevor Lawrence as he and the Jaguars get set for their next drive. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Lawrence now. This one is caught by Kirk. He'll be a little short of that 1st down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with ETN.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. 10 catches now in the game. They've gone his way early and often. That one for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
They put Strange in motion. Now Lawrence. Throw left side, taken in by Kirk. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
If I finally seems that this offense has found their rhythm after what's been a really slow first 2 quarters. They're hopeful that this series can be the spark. They continue to be efficient in the passing game and go finish this drive.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. To throw is Lawrence. That one, take it in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with 1st down. From the gun, Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 3rd down, 3 to go. Richardson gonna look to throw. He's got his man. That's Downs. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
1st down, Colts.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Here's a deep shot for Pierce.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. 16-yard pickup on that one. 1st down, Indianapolis.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. This would go a long way to sealing this one. 3rd and a yard. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
He might have a new name on the back of his uniform. Remember, Mike, back in July, he went from Allen to wanting to be referred to by Hines Allen. But with all that being said, he is still the same dynamic pass rusher he has always been, and he is a handful for any offensive line. And this time, he gets in there for a sack. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Jaguars offense headed back to take over once more. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Davis heading in motion. 2nd down, Lawrence. That caught by Davis. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This pass is caught by Thomas. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
There's that man again, another catch. His 11th grab of the game, and a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Kirk is the motion man. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Lawrence. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Gabe Davis. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get back at it. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Richardson going to get it quickly out to downs.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches. tends to be a little bit more around the line.